Hopefully you can hear me. Wait, no shadow. Okay, I realized psychological oppression is what I realized lately is the root cause of pretty much all dissatisfaction I was dealing with in my life. All dissatisfaction, even stuff that wasn't a lot of suffering and misery, just any area of my life where I just wasn't fully pleased with the results or the way it was showing up in my world, whatever it was, it kept going back to the root being because of somewhere, somehow, some form of psychological oppression, meaning an influence on the way I think, some information I've been fed, and it could have been psychological oppression. Sometimes it's intentional, sometimes it's not. It don't matter. I just realized any area of my life where I wasn't satisfied with the results, with the relationship, the friendship, the job, whatever it was because of psychological oppression has led me to believe that the reason things are okay with being that way, even if I'm dissatisfied, is because that's the way it's supposed to be. No, that's psychological oppression that makes you continue to do things and have cycles of the same repeating occurrences in your life, even if you're dissatisfied with them. You just settle for that. No, that's psychological oppression that make you think that that's the way it need to be. So I just want to put that out there. Psychological oppression, I suggest that if you take a look, it don't have to necessarily be something, a huge problem in your life, but just anywhere in your life that you're not getting peace, it's disturbing your peace, and you're not happy with the results, or you're doing it and looking at it through the lens of, I'm miserable about this decision or choice that I'm making, but it's okay because so-and-so is happy. So-and-so, my mom is happy about this, my dad, or whatever it might be. If it's robbing you of your peace and you're only continuing to do it because of some external validation you're trying to get, that is psychological oppression that made you think that that's okay. You only got one life to live. One life to live, and you don't know when that day gonna come. There's no way you need to spend your borrowed time on this planet Earth and wasting the gift of life, being robbed of your peace, and not doing things that make your heart full, all because you're worried about people pleasing and external validation. No, psychological oppression will make you live your life like that. And then when you get to your last days, you'll have a lot of regrets. It's not supposed to be that way. So that's just something to think about. That's something I realized, and it's been hugely helpful for me. It's allowed me to take the time out to reverse engineer some of the psychological oppressive patterns of thinking that I had. And sometimes I can trace them back to past experiences in my life, or something I might have witnessed or seen or experienced when I was younger. And I was also able to tie some of the psychological oppressive ways of my thought process. I was able to tie it back to possibly some of my ancestors, some of my lineage, some of their experiences in their when they were alive. Some of their experiences and the psychological impact of those experiences have trickled down the bloodline and influenced a lot about the way I think, because of the information was passed down and taught to me because of the experiences, the traumas, or the oppressive whatever it might have been. It wasn't healed through. So then that fear-based logic, limiting beliefs, and all that was passed down to me, and it keeps you stagnant. It keeps you not being able to experience your short life at the maximum, your maximum fullest potential. It keeps you shrunken down. So that's just something to think about. Psychological oppression. Any area of your life where you're not satisfied, take a pause and look at it. Okay, good night.